I didn't really think that I had that many products that were new that would be worthy of a video. But then I actually like compiled the things that I've purchased over the past like 2 months or so, and you know, there's quite a few beauty items here. So I'm gonna do a beauty haul and review because I have used all of these items, obviously. Who waits 2 months to use something when they buy it? And I'm kind of down for doing a little mini review because then you can see if I liked the things that I hauled. And then maybe you will also haul the things that I liked, or not haul the things that I like. My life is filled with a lot of run-on sentences. Real sorry about it. So first we will start with the things that I ordered online. Yes. So first I ordered a few Sigma brushes. I ordered 3. And they also sent me like a little mini eyeliner brush, but I can't find it right now. So, but that was also a thing that I received. But the 3 brushes that I ordered were first this tapered blending brush, the E40. I'm all about big fluffy blending brushes. They make my job easy with blending eyeshadows. It's a really nice brush. It's really soft, but I really love this. I also bought another blending brush, and this one is a small tapered blending, the E45. I like using this one a lot for like cut creasy type looks. Let's be serious, I don't really know how to do a cut crease, but when I try to attempt cut crease looks, this is the brush that I use, and I'm really into it. I like that it's pointed, gets down to business right in my crease, makes things easy. Bada bing bada boom. The last brush is a brush that I've been wanting for so long, and it is the Sigma small contour brush, the F05. I like contouring, and so I wanted another brush to do that with. And I just really like how small it is. I used it for my contour today. I used it for my contour every day since I purchased it. It's doing good things for my face. Next in the ordering realm, I made a purchase from iKate House, which is a place that I'd never ordered from before, but I'd heard it from a few YouTubers, and I wanted things that were on their site, so I did it. The main reason for me doing the order was to order the LA Girl Pro Conceal concealers. I'd heard about these a little bit around YouTube, not a whole lot, but a little bit, and I just wanted to give them a try because these were $1.99 each. $2 each. And I am not kidding when I tell you they are some of the best concealers I have ever used. And they're $2 each. I don't even understand how that happens. How do I spend over $20 on a concealer at MAC and spend $2 on a concealer here and like them equally? I have 3 shades here. I have Toffee, which I use for my under eye highlight. I used it today. I have Toast, which is a little bit too cool toned for me, but I can work with it, but it's just not a perfect match. And I have Chestnut, which is the perfect match for my skin tone. They're pretty thick concealers, but they have extremely high coverage, and they're just a little bit incredible. I like them so much that I can't see myself spending a lot of money on concealers ever again. They have these brush tip applicators, which like I'm not all about, but it doesn't bother me enough for me to not continue using it. And they're actually just so good. Like, I feel like I need to stock up on these before the world discovers how fantastic they are, and then they're all gone. And I might do either an updated full coverage foundation routine or a highlight and contour video, or both, depending on my mood. But let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing that. I would definitely feature these concealers in either one of those videos because I'm actually using it all the time on my face. Like, I've forgotten all my other concealers and I only want to use this, especially because they're $2 each. Like, I don't understand. How do you exist? Sorcery. The shipping was like, I think $7 or something like that, but I was like, since I'm ordering, I might as well see if there's anything else on the site that's cheap that I want. And they also had some red cherry lashes. Now, I don't wear eyelashes on a regular, well, I wear my own real eyelashes, but I don't wear fake eyelashes on a regular basis just because, like, that's a little much for real life, for my real life. But I do like wearing them on really fancy nights out and in videos because my tiny eyelashes don't show up in real videos, so I might as well put on the fakies. And I picked up 3 lashes from Red Cherry because I'd heard that they're really good, and I think that they were only $2.50 each, maybe, give or take. Yeah, I think they were only $2.50 each. They were something really cheap. So I picked up 3. The first pair are the 510s, and they're really huge. They're like pretty dramatic. I don't know if you can tell because there's some glare happening. Maybe if I take the top off, that would be helpful. They're pretty huge. Like, that's not helping you at all. But they're a big pair of lashes. The second one I got are the Demi Wispies, and I've worn these ones a ton. That's why the casing looks a little worse for wear. But that's what they look like. These ones are the most natural of all of them. Like, these ones don't look like, hey, what's on your eyes? So I really like those. And then I'm also wearing a pair right now, which are the 747S lashes. What does the S mean? I don't know. But they're pretty dramatic, but not over the top. Maybe. They could be over the top. Maybe you think they're over the top. That's okay if you think that. Red Cherry lashes. This is my first instance of ever using them, but they're really awesome. They have really thin lash bands. I've worn them multiple times. They seem to be in fantastic condition. They were cheap. They are easy to apply. I don't know why I ever spend $7 on a pair of Ardell lashes when I could have this for like a fraction of the price. The only thing is they're kind of hard for me to attain. I can't find them anywhere in real stores near me, not beauty supply stores. I can't find them in Sally's. They just don't like me. They just don't like me where I live. But they're definitely worth ordering online because they're dope. So next I have the 2 things that I purchased from the drugstore. What was that noise? Don't know, sorry. The first is this L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Crayon Concealer. This is in the shade N678. Medium, deep, N678. That's a lot of numbers on there. Anyways, yeah, I'm not all about it. Thought I could use it for for highlighting. Because, you know, if you look at that, which is what I'm currently using for highlighting, and you look at that, like, they look kind of similar in shades. I thought it could work. It was good in theory, but okay, here's my issue with this. If I was doing like a cream highlighting, like maybe up on my cheekbones and down the center of my nose in the middle of my forehead, yes, it's okay, but I can't actually use it for a concealer under my eyes because by the time I like blend it in, it's like disappeared. Like by the time I've patted it into my skin, the coverage is gone. And you can still see my dark circles under it, and then it gets this kind of ashy, like blackish looking tinge, and it's not a good look. So I don't like this, and they don't have enough of a shade range for me to try anything else because this is pretty much as dark as it gets. So that was a flop, but I tried. But less of a flop, not a lot less of a flop, but slightly less of a flop, is the Maybelline Megaplush Volume Express mascara. Again, mascaras for me are kind of like hit and miss because like nothing's going to really make my eyelashes look fantastic, because if you don't got it, you don't got it, and like I accept it, I embrace it, I'm aware of it, and I'm okay with it. But this does an okay job. It's pretty buildable, it doesn't get that clumpy, it's like your standard drugstore mascara. Well, like, I wouldn't purchase it again, but I'm not angry that I purchased it in the first place. So, there's that. I also have purchased, well, I purchased one. I have 2 lipsticks from MAC. The first is Heroine. I'm wearing it right now. It is a matte finish, and it is a lovely, awesome purple. And at first I thought that it was a little too cray for me. Like, I don't know if I can deal with this right now. But I put it on and I got used to it, and I'm loving life. I'm loving the Heroine. That was a weird sentence. The next thing I got was actually from Back to MAC, And, you know, back to MAC, you bring in MAC products, you get a free lipstick or eyeshadow. I chose a lipstick because that is my vice. And I got Impassioned, which is a matte, bright pink with some coral. It's pretty. Makes me think of springtime, which is not anywhere near me, but it's beautiful and I like it. Now it's time for the Sephora portion of this video. Where do I start? Okay, we'll start off small. It was recently my birthday on February 2nd, so I picked up my little birthday thing from Sephora, and this year it was a Makeup Forever little kit, and you get the Makeup Forever Smokey Extravagant mascara, which has a really huge applicator, like huge, and it's not quite the blackest of black. It's a little black gray, but it's a pretty okay mascara. Again, mascaras on me, like, it's just not the thing that I'm into. But you also got a little mini lipstick, and it is the Rouge Artist Natural lipstick in the shade N9. And when I first saw it, I was like, unimpressed. But after wearing it quite a bit, I'm really fond of it. It is like a really nice, neutral, pinky brown. Like, it looks lovely. It's good for when you're wearing makeup, but like you don't feel like wearing bright lipstick. You just kind of wear something that looks a little natural, but like isn't quite nude. That's what this is. It's really nice and it's really smooth and just looks nice. I'm into it. I'm into it. And it's also really hydrating. Like, it feels nice on the lips. It never like gets stuck in the cracks of your lips. It's a nice looking lipstick. Well done, Makeup Forever. I think Makeup Forever is one of those brands that like I've really not purchased a lot from, just because it's never really appealed to me. But maybe that'll change. Next, at some point, I also picked up a little, you know, by the front where they have all those bins of things that they're trying to convince you to buy as you leave the store. You're like, I just want to make my purchase. I just want to get out of here. I'm not going to make eye contact with any of these products. But then you look down and suddenly you realize that there's something that you kind of want. And then you're sucked in. So that's where I got this. It was a duo. It is the Josie Maran Bare Naked Nail Wipes, the natural grapefruit scent, and the Josie Maran Whipped Argan Oil Intensive Hand Cream. These wipes are really good. They're really good. They're a nice, softer alternative for your nails. They're not damaging, they're not drying. It's more like an oily base that removes the nail polish as opposed to like stripping it with a normal nail polish remover, which I really like. I would laugh at you if you tried to remove glitter with this, which is what I tried to do once, and that was a bad idea. But for just like the normal everyday nail polish, it really works well, and it's really nice, and it's hydrating, which is nice for removing nail polish, if you're into that. I don't know. The Whipped Argan Oil Intensive Hand Cream, though, in Vanilla Apricot, wasn't all about it. I felt like you had to use so much of it at any given time to get any moisture for your hands. It was like the amount that I would use of a normal hand cream, I had to use double of that to get any moisture from this. It felt not enough. It felt like not enough. And I'm just, oh, okay. I didn't like it very much, and it ran out really fast. And even though this was just a little mini size, I was still like, I feel robbed because it didn't do enough things for me. I'd rather use my like Nivea hand cream than use this. Sorry, Josie. Next, I also purchased from Sephora in the past couple months the bareMinerals Original Foundation in Golden Dark. I actually have a whole video on this, like a whole video, just like 1 or 2 videos back. So I'll leave a link down below or at the end of this video, or you can just like find it in my videos. But essentially, I love this. It's mineral foundation and it's great. It's great to use as a foundation. It's great to use as a setting powder in your T-zone. It's just goodness, and everyone should enjoy it. And that's how I feel about that. I also bought a couple items from Bite Beauty. The first is the Agave lip mask. It's essentially like a really thick hydrating lip balm, and it's the best lip balm ever. I can't tell if I like this or Nuke's more. They're like duking it out at the top, but I really love it. I have a whole review about this and the Next Bite product that I bought on my blog, so definitely check that out if you're interested. The only thing is like this tube that it's in, it's like kind of hard to press on. Like it's hard to get product out, which is fine. I'm willing to deal because I absolutely love the product. But I also got one of the new matte lip crayons in the shade Blood Orange. And I love that it twists up instead of you sharpening it and losing product and dying a little on the inside because you just spent $28 on a lip pencil and you don't want to sharpen it away. Yeah, it's a lot more convenient that it twists up. I feel like you get a fair amount of product in here. The shade is stunning. It is like a bright, reddy, corally, orangey, pinky. I just named a lot of colors in there, but it's like a pinky coral, but bright, like really bright. And I will love that in the summer. Not so much right now while I'm still staring at all the snow outside, but in the summer I'm going to be all about that. I also purchased the Anastasia sounds like I'm trying to be fancy, and Anastasia just sounds like I'm saying it wrong, so Anastasia. I bought the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Chocolate. It's like a gel eyeliner for your eyebrows, if that makes sense. But it's very, very, very pigmented. Like, you really don't need much of it, but it's very smooth to apply. It doesn't pull, it doesn't drag, it's all very seamless. It was kind of hard in the store for me to pick a shade, but I decided on Chocolate just because dark brown, which is another one that I was looking at, looked a little too ashy for me. And I think with my skin tone and my hair, something a little bit more warm tone, just slightly, suits me better. And so that's why I picked Chocolate. I really am not kidding about you needing a little though. Like, I dip my brush into it, I kind of use my hand as a palette, and the tiniest dip of my brush into it is enough for both eyebrows. Like that one dip, that's it. That's it. No more. It's you can definitely go overboard with it, but I've used it today on my eyebrows. I've used it a lot on my eyebrows since I purchased it. I think it's my favorite brow product that I've ever purchased, and it's like the best color. I have no words for how much I enjoy this, and it's gonna last forever because I've been using it consistently for like 2 weeks, and I've made like the tiniest little hole in it, and most of that is from the first time that I dipped it in and I was like, oops, didn't need that much, didn't realize how soft this was gonna be. It's really, really nice. I would highly suggest like popping over to Sephora and just like checking it out if you're someone who's really into like serious brow filling, because without my brows I feel like a naked mole rat and it's just not cute. It's also very waterproof. I haven't worn it in like a pool setting, but I have worn it in sweating settings, like working out, and it's been fine. Some of you might be looking at me and being like, who wears eyebrows? Like, who puts on their eyebrows when they're working out? Like, I don't need any other makeup on my face, that's fine, but I'm not kidding when I say I look strange without my eyebrows on. Like, they're very thin and sparse, and like, I don't need you to judge me. I'm doing it already to myself. So, the last thing that I have from Sephora is like probably my favorite. The dip brow's pretty good. No, it's my favorite. Again, it was recently my birthday on February 2nd, and I've been wanting this palette for quite some time, and my boyfriend surprised me with it because he's awesome. And you're probably thinking Naked 3, but no, that doesn't interest me. I'm talking about the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. Ugh. I've gone into Sephora and swatched this like at least a dozen times. Like, every time I'm passing by Sephora, I just like go in and I like go look at it and like swatch the colors, and I'm like, oh, this is so nice, but I don't need more eyeshadow and I don't need another palette and I can't drop that money right now. But it's all good when you get it for your birthday, and it is beautiful. I am obsessed. It has 16 shades, I think. Yeah, 16 shades. 2 of them are kind of double shades, like bigger ones. You have like a matte cream one there and a kind of icy pinky one right here. These shades are all gorgeous. I would say there are maybe 2 shades in the palette that are slightly chalkier, but like even the chalkiest shades in this palette are better than a lot of other shades that I have in my other palettes. It's just like the perfect mix of like neutral, pretty colors. Unfortunately, it has this thing on it, like this cover thing that has the names of it instead of like having it printed on, which is slightly annoying because now I have to hold on to this piece of plastic to know what shades it is, but it's only slightly annoying. I'm still okay with it. And it smells like chocolate. It smells like chocolate. It's, ugh, every time I open my palette, I just get this like whiff of just like deliciousness, and I can't even with how much I enjoy it. Oh, it's good. It's good stuff. And you're gonna think I'm weird for telling you this, but like it kind of tastes like chocolate too. I didn't go out of my way to eat it. It wasn't like that. But I had it on my finger and I happened to bring my finger to my mouth like without even thinking about it. I was just like trying to like even off a nail that had just broken, and I tasted it and it tasted good. It tastes like chocolate. It's really amazing. I also love that there's so many matte shadows in here. There's like, normally in a palette this size you get like 2 matte shadows, maybe 3, but in here you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get 6 shadows that are matte, and one of them is the big Dumbo? It's not Dumbo. It's a big jumbo eyeshadow. And I really like using this cream one, which is, what are you? There we go. White chocolate. Under my brow bone. It's just the perfect palette for me. I'm so happy with it. We're happy together. I've also used this palette today on my eyes. I've been using it every day since I owned it, which is only 3 days ago, but still, I love it. So that is it for my haul and review of a couple beauty products. Not a couple, that was a lot of products. That was a lot. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you did, and I'll see you later. Bye.